Midrift Human Rights Network has launched a 3-day inter-county exchange forum on preventing and countering violent extremism in Nakuru County and the whole country at large. The forum, which started on Tuesday, 24th November, has brought together national and county government officials, National Counterterrorism Center, and representatives from 11 counties including Lamu, Mandera, Isiolo, Nairobi, Mombasa, Kilifi, Kwale, Uasin Gishu, Kisumu, Kakamega, and the host, Nakuru County.
We've been working around two broad thematic areas. One of the thematic areas is peace and security, and the other thematic area is on governance and human rights. In this context, late last year, we developed a concept to address issues of countering violent extremism, but particularly based on the prevention part, because as Nakuru County, we have never been attacked, but there are a lot of vulnerabilities that can make it possible for us to be attacked. So this particular project is called ProAct project. It's generally geared towards addressing, putting in place mechanisms and interventions for prevention of radicalization, extremism, and hate. The program is funded by Institute for Strategic Dialogue through the Strong Cities Network, and we are collaborating closely with the national government through the Office of the County Commissioner and also the Office of the Governor, who has seconded Chief Officer from the Ministry of Public Service and Management.
The Inter-County Exchange Forum on Violence Prevention is organized in partnership with Strong Cities Network at the Institute for Strategic Dialogue.
So one of the most effective ways that we've seen from research as well as experience within our organization is that peer learning and sharing of lessons learned, challenges, but also those that you've overcome is incredibly helpful in helping people think through how to address at the very local level their own issues and challenges. I think it's really important as well to bring together multi-sectoral approaches, which is why in this forum we have a combination of national government, including security services, county government, executive, as well as elected officials, and then finally at the civil society side, everything from small youth organizations up to large national organizations.
The focus of this forum is to strengthen implementation of the County Action Plan for preventing and countering violent extremism in Nakuru County and all other counties, following a presidential directive that was issued last year. This is due to unemployment frustration, poverty, and a deep sense of marginalization, among others. Nakuru County Rapid Action Plan for Preventing and Countering Violent Extremism was launched last year with the support of the National Counterterrorism Center. Mr. Jenga Miri, the head of prevention and resilience in the National Counterterrorism Center, said local level actors must come together and collaborate in ensuring that peace and security becomes a major priority for everyone.
Out of the very hard and coercive approach, which has been the traditional approach to counterterrorism, that's what we call the CT. The scholars there, these were their cousins and what have you, and they go, no, I think we can do it better. And then, of course, they engaged with NCTC, crafted this softer approach. Because you see, the hard approach even has a lot of collateral damage in that process, isn't it? It's also very painful. So people see now the security operatives as enemies. In fact, it might even serve to radicalize people than to prevent radicalization.
During the forum, county representatives observed that implementation of the County Action Plan for Prevention of Violent Extremism has been delayed by several factors, among them being lack of a clear outline of the roles and responsibilities to be carried out by the two main actors, which are the national government, in this case the respective county commissioners, and the county government, in this case the respective governors.
Gaps within that, because as we all know, M&A frameworks are always complicated, and capacity aspect on that is lacking. Luckily, we are one of the lucky counties that the fusion system is being piloted. So this is a digitized form of the monitoring and evaluation framework that is in the CAP, and we really thank NCTC for that. Also, one of the challenges on that was highlighted was we have a few lead actors carrying out activities, and then also the activities of the county government was not being reported. We are well aware that the county government is undertaking so many activities, probably that fall under the different pillars of the CAP, but they are not being reported. So the aspect of mainstreaming that was being picked out by Mr. Njenga is really critical.
According to the county representatives, there is need to relook into the intergovernmental coordination mechanism so as to enhance practices that will enhance implementation of the county action plan for violent prevention.
I think there's an issue that requires to bring on board everybody. One of the things that is very critical, in particular for us in issue, to come and see what has been happening here. We share the same similar problems, similar environment, and we are also on transit. These are towns that have similar problems, multi-ethnic, different communities that are living in Nakuru, the same thing that is happening in Uasin. So it's an issue that that has made me to ensure I will also be party to it, so that we can also go, when I go back, so that I sit down with my co-chair, His Excellency the Governor Matako, so that we can see where are we not able to reach where Nakuru is.
The stakeholders further cited inclusivity during composition of the county engagement forums as another factor that will steer implementation of the county action plans. The County Violent Extremism Engagement Forum's approach brings together officials from the national government as well as the county government in a bid to engender trust between the two parties. The stakeholders suggested that awareness should be created amongst local and peace security actors to enhance independence in the frameworks of prevention and countering violent extremism. According to them, lobbying for the county action plan document will also go a long way in steering implementation, since the local level actors have no idea what it entails.
The community policing committees and other actors, the chiefs, are not aware of the county action plan and processes how they can engage on issues of preventing and countering violent extremism. So I think that's a challenge to us in terms of beyond developing the CAP documents. How do we cascade this information to the grassroots and ensure that all security agencies and actors are aware and they are participating in the whole process?
Ketwanderi for Midrift.